I feel like
How was your day?
It was good, thank you. Hello, Den25ers. Welcome back. It's been a while. I know I've been slow on editing, so I very apologize to all of you.
Slow like his brain.
All right, fuck you, Mr. Makeup.
Hey, just a note out. Based on this, this episode might not even come out until after Election Day.
Oh yeah.
It might
Just
not.
kidding.
I don't want to be the Trump defender.
Oh, hello.
But I will say, Biden was going after him on identity politics a lot of the time.
Nobody's doing that. He's the racist.
You just don't.
Here's the deal. I know a lot more about this than he does.
Let him finish.
So it's not like he was completely Mr. Policy. Like
No, he wasn't.
He was going after Trump for being a racist and all that, which is true or not, it was focusing less on his actual unity plan, which Trump fell for.
Here was my one issue with the way Trump was approaching this debate was that he put a lot of hope and a lot on the line for the Hunter Biden argument.
Yes.
I think it ultimately fell short because he tried doing that with Hillary with the emails back in 2016. But this election, dude, let's be honest, no one gives a single shit about Hunter Biden. Like, seriously. The only people that are focusing on that right now are like the hardcore far-right Republicans and Trump supporters. Like, I don't even know like too much about what's going on with the Hunter Biden case, but overall, the perspective of like the entire American electorate, they're not focused on that right now. Okay, you're gonna talk about family corruption. Really, Trump? You want to talk about family corruption?
Well, I kind of sympathize with him, man, because as somebody who's paranoid myself, I don't have a lot of people I would surround myself with except very close people in my life. Mm-hmm. So and I think if you take a look at Trump, you can definitely see that there's something pathologically wrong with this man.
He did portray himself as like being like super attacked by the media and
Mm-hmm.
By the way, if I spoke the way Obama spoke to that protester, they would say he became unhinged.
Also,
you can tell like he pushed that message of everyone being against him. So I guess like from the outsider's perspective, it does make sense for him to put in people that are close to him for the sake of safety and just being solid and comfortable. And this is how I thought of him for healthcare. Like, where the fuck is his healthcare plan, dude? Like, it's been like 5 years.
Mr. Peters.
Like, what the hell?
No, okay. One of the biggest issues with people supporting Trump is like, oh, he got shit done. I'm like, no, he didn't. The man literally said his whole running gag was, I'm gonna build that wall, and then I'm gonna repeal and replace Obamacare. When he had a Republican House, a Republican Senate, him as president, and even not a one or what the other way, even Supreme Court, he couldn't get shit done. Mm-hmm. How the fuck can you trust this man to get anything done with a split Senate? Because by all accounts, looks like right now that the Dems are going to take the Senate. How is he going to get? Do you think he's going to compromise in some way, shape, or form?
If you look into his actual criminal justice policy, he only got like one policy done. I completely forgot the name. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. Mm-hmm. It's the First Step Act. The First Step Act. That was the only major criminal justice policy got done. And guess what? It was done by Congress, not him. In fact, he was actually skeptical of the bill before it got passed. He's not even responsible for it.
My relationships with all people, I think I have great relationships with all people. I am the least racist person in this room.
Well, what do you say to Americans who are concerned by that rhetoric?
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I got criminal justice reform done and prison reform and opportunity zones. I took care of black colleges and universities. I don't know what to say. They can say anything. They can say anything. It makes me sad because I am the least racist person. I can't even see the audience because it's so dark. But I don't care who's in the audience. I'm the least racist person in this room.
Okay, Vice President Biden, let me ask you very quickly, and then I have a follow-up question for you.
Abraham Lincoln here is one of the most racist presidents we've had in modern history.
That was good.
He thinks,
That was good.
he thinks he's Abraham Lincoln over there.
And then he started branching out on that and debating on it. I'm just like, dude, it was a joke.
It was a joke.
Why are we like, okay, I saw this on TikTok, like someone just posted the clip, but like out of context. So it's like, it's just them debating on whether or not Trump is Abraham Lincoln or not.
I have a follow-up.
He made a reference to Abraham Lincoln. Where did that come in? I mean,
You said
where
you're
did that-
Abraham Lincoln.
No, where did that? No.
You said-
I said not since Abraham Lincoln has anybody done what I've done for the black community.
And I'm
I
saying-
didn't say I'm Abraham Lincoln. I said not since Abraham Lincoln has anybody done what I've done for the black community. Now, you have done nothing other than the crime bill, which put
Oh, God.
tens of thousands of black men, mostly, in jail.
All right.
I just think, I mean, like, if you show this to any like foreigner that's like
They
tuned out of the American politic process and didn't watch the debate, they're just gonna be like, wait, what the fuck is going on?
Exactly.
What did you think about the Dem strategy to focus on healthcare?
I don't think she would vote to turn down the entirety of like the ACA. I don't think she would actively like work her way to that. I don't know, Jay. What do you think? The way she portrayed the healthcare.
She would probably wait, and most of the Republican Congress would wait till after the election to do so, because if they do it pre and they repeal the ACA right away, then that gives a fucking perfect doubt for the Democratic Party to fire at the Republicans. Look at who they nominated. They took away your health care. Oh, what if you break your bone in the next month? Sucks to suck, homie. Go pay for that yourself.
It sucks to suck. We're here for law and
if
order.
If they do that, like she's gonna get nominated. There's nothing we can really do about it. She's gonna get it.
Where was the body?
AOC.
I didn't call it.
How's your day?
My day's going great.
Holy shit.
That was the greatest fucking crossover in the history of the internet.
Such
Among
a
Us
vibe.
is legendary for 2020.
Absolute legendary. This is the one good thing I've gotten out from this year, basically.
I want her to invite Bernie. I want to see him just try to
God.
understand.
Bro. Hassan, Bernie, AOC, Ilhan Omar, like all these, bro. That would be such a vibe.
Wait, you guys, I think I've
I
showed you.
was in electrical doing my tasks. I cannot be the imposter.
This is a ploy by the corporations to get me out of this game.
The youth turnout for this election is just insane, actually.
Okay, don't you think that has a lot more to do with the fact that voting? I think there's two factors.
This is my counterpoint. Yeah, go ahead.
I think there's two factors to this, where it's both the mail-in voting and COVID being a reason, and also two, just demographic change, right? I think that because of COVID and people are stuck and there's just the opportunity is just being sent to you, and all of these movements to kind of educate people who are old and like the traditional way of voting on the new way is actually reaching out and getting younger people to vote more.
Exactly.
I will say, I think BLM has one of the biggest impacts on this, is because we're a bunch of generation of kids that we actually saw police violence all throughout, and we were just taught it's not that big of a deal. They should have just done it. They should just comply. They should have just done whatever. But now we're just seeing like, it's at this point, like we've seen this all our lives, and now we're looking at it like, hey, what the fuck is this bullshit going on, right? And then we see all these other issues because, you see BLM, a lot of people, okay, why is this an issue? And then you see these, and all this. What I'm trying to say is, with BLM, I think it was a start of getting a lot of young people to research and do the research themselves into seeing what the issues are, and then formulating their own opinion upon it.
Yeah.
Because there's been a lot of turnout for the left, and I think the right too. Like there's just massive, like young voters are finally like, mail-in ballots are a big thing, because I am not waiting at a polling station my entire day to vote. But with all this going on, like BLM basically showed people there's still an issue in this country, and take with it how you will.
Yeah.
And that's
and honestly, big credit to these mass organized movements, such as not just BLM, but also the Sunrise Movement, March for Our Lives. All of these things are very youth-centered focused, and they're youth-led. That brings back to my point about the faults that were in the 2016 presidential election, because Hillary, she just used her arguments about being cool and hip. She never really made major efforts to educate people on the issues. She just wanted to tie voting to, oh, if you do this, then you're cool. If you vote for me, then you're cool and you're hip and you're doing a lot for feminism. So I think that's a huge difference in like this year. One is it's not just we're angry about Trump. We're also more educated and more organized because of these mass movements that have been going on in our society.
Another thing I want to shout out to is all these like YouTube and like Twitch creators that have actually been like putting out the platform of like more left-leaning stuff and trying to educate more people, which has also been very effective. Because you watch like some of the YouTube channels like Valser, Hassan Piker and stuff, they just fucking blew the fuck up too with like all the shit going on. So they educated a lot more people and had much more outreach.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I think this stream really did educate a lot of people, and I think that ultimately, because this is going to be one of the highlights of 2020, no doubt, among internet culture. Like this stream, like TikTok is already blowing up with audios from AOC about, you know, stuff like that. So I think the impact of this stream has yet to be seen, but my prediction is it's going to get a lot of people educated. And
there's going to be a lot more, I think. In the
future. Was slightly hoping that during the stream, an ad for the U.S. Army would like pop up.
To go on that point, AOC was actually streaming at the same time as I think the U.S. Army, but it's really funny because the U.S. Army had like 6K viewers, but AOC had like 400K. It was just like a major.
Watch, and it's just like bots.